have been involved. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel, CJ Grisham. I wanted to make a quick video here. You know, I say that every time, and I don't know if they're always quick or not. I guess it depends on what your definition of quick is, right? But as you may or may not have heard, Chief Art Acevedo, and I say that with a capital ASS, is leaving Houston and leaving Texas. What does that mean? Well, one, that means that Texas is going to be much freer and less dangerous of law enforcement tyranny. But what it also means is that Florida is getting a crappy deal here. Now, oh, you know what? I just realized I'm wearing green and I have a green screen. And so the camera is seen through my shirt because it's St. Patty's Day. So you can't see all the green on my shirt. Oh, well. But anyway, thanks, Pissed Off Marine. So Chief Acevedo's leaving, and I saw a video clip. I want to play a video clip here, and then I want to talk about this because this is, and good morning, everyone. Let's see who we got here. Daryl, Pissed Off Marine, Rob, Dallas Citizen Watch, hello. Texas Transparency, hello. Mike Fortson, what's up? Zafarius, Collins, everyone, happy St. Patty's Day. I was excited. I was ecstatic. First we get this California transplant from Cuba into Austin, which was bad enough as it is. And then, of course, he goes to a bigger city and gets a promotion to Houston, where he oversees an increase in the murder rate, not only from criminals, but his own police officers. Anybody remember the Tuttles? And that's still ongoing, where he's got these no-knock raids onto perfectly innocent people. Yes, Rockin' Lamar and Allen. Scott, how you doing? And Ranger Texas News, hello. And so I haven't forgotten the Tuttles. I haven't forgotten the kind of tyranny that Art Acevedo has overseen. But what's interesting is that he's going to Miami. Now, I don't think this is necessarily a promotion, and I'm okay with that. Keep in mind, the population of Houston is about 2.3 million people. The population of Miami is less than 500,000. So that can't be a promotion. Now, I don't know if he's making more money. I don't know what he's doing, but he's finally made his way from California to Florida. I will say Florida is a much better state, and if that's where he's going to retire, I guess if you're going to retire somewhere and you're a tyrant, changing Florida is probably where you want to go, because Florida seems to kind of be heading in that direction in some ways, but not in others, because they got a great governor there that's been standing up to a lot of stuff, but they also don't have open carry. They've been trying to get that passed. So Art Acevedo holds a press conference, and he's talking about heading to Miami, and this is what happens.
Get ready for 500 murders.
Chief Art Acevedo admitting his strategy to combat homicides in Houston will result in another record year for killings.
Get ready for 500 murders, the rate this is going.
But it's under your watch.
Okay, it's under my watch, Mario. And I'll be gone and bring in the best chief in the country. Bring in any chief. I got a prediction.
But Miami says you're the best chief.
Mario, I'm done with you for the night. I'm done. Actually, I'm done with you for my lifetime. Thank God.
The chief in no mood to address tough questions regarding skyrocketing homicides.
This is typical Art Acevedo. This is when he's asked tough questions, he just attacks. He just attacks the individual. And in this case, it was the press. So the press pressures him on the fact that he oversees an increase in homicides. His crime battle, his war against crime has failed. His leadership has resulted in more Houstonians dying, more Texans dying, as opposed to anything else. And he's going to Miami. And he sits there and essentially says, yeah, it's, it's someone else's problem. And they can hire the best police chief in the country. And he goes, well, wait a minute. Miami says that's you. That's you, Mr. Acevedo. And emphasis on the ASS. It's just mind-boggling, the fact that this guy thinks he can run from what happened with the Tuttles. He can run from his failed policy. I can't believe in Miami, the mayor of Miami was so excited and ecstatic, called Chief Acevedo, emphasis on the ASS, the best chief in the country. They're getting the best of the best, the cream of the crop. This guy is the most anti-gun, anti-liberty police chief, I would argue, in the entire country. Keep in mind, he's also, or was also, the president of the Major Police Chiefs Association or something like that, or Major Cities Police Chiefs Association. So it's the association of police chiefs that are in the top however many cities in the country. And his record, somehow guys like this just get pushed along. Look, Miami, I want to say I'm sorry, but I'm not. He got pushed on us from California, where he screwed up there with apparently he had some alleged sexual assault type stuff, and some other corrupt dealings there when he was a part of the state highway patrol, the California Highway Patrol. And then came to Austin, where he kind of screwed everything up here too, and was marching with, well, that was in Houston, but starts marching with terrorists and the Black Lives Matter and Antifa movements, apologizes for skin color, creates this false narrative about white supremacy being responsible for death and murder. Never mind the fact that the city he was in, the vast majority of homicides in Houston are not committed by white supremacists. I would argue that it's probably one or two that are white supremacists. And yet Art Acevedo wants to play identity politics. He wants to, I thought for sure Art Acevedo was setting himself up to run for governor of Texas. I'm so glad that we've gotten rid of him, because there is nothing, absolutely nothing good about this police chief. And what's funny is, I've debated him in person several times. We've sat next to him, or I've sat next to him on panels where we've debated gun laws and things like that, and police accountability type issues. And let me tell you something, the guy to your face, he will be the nicest dude in the world. He'll talk about the come and take it flag that he keeps in his office, how pro-gun he is. And we all know what tyrants think about gun rights. They're very, very pro-gun, as long as it's the tyrants that have them. Up to that point, not pro-gun at all. So he is going to a state where, look, Texas, Florida, you are now going to have to deal with a police chief that's going to be actively involved in politics. He's going to be fighting against your right to carry. He's going to be fighting against any expansion of liberty in the state of Florida. He's going to be fighting any contraction of the ability of law enforcement officers to pretty much run ramshod over the people there. Prepare for, you just heard, let me play this one more time, just one part of it. This is what you can prepare for now in Miami.
Get ready for 500 murders.
Chief.
There you go. Get ready for 500 murders. It's not a big deal there in Houston, apparently, and hey, crap, my policies have resulted in more people dying. I guess I'll head to Miami, where I'm taking essentially a 75% cut. I'm going from a city with 2.3 million to a city with less than 500,000. I think it's like just over 400,000. I don't know, maybe somebody in the comments here can tell me exactly what the population of Miami is. But last I checked, it was less than 500,000. It's yes, as Averia said, Acevedo is just a proverbial fart in the elevator of life. Absolutely. He is the poop stain in the underwear of civil society. That's what I like to call him, is the poop stain in the underwear of civil society. It's interesting. It's absolutely crazy that this guy has so much hubris that he won't take accountability for anything. He expects you to be accountable for your actions, right? He's okay with his officers tackling and assaulting and using excessive force on a woman because she jaywalked, or on a man because he refused to stop while he was jogging when a cop told him to stop because he had headphones in his ears and couldn't hear the cop. So naturally, he supports that kind of stuff. And he wonders why his police station was shot up. And he wonders why his police station now, if you go down there, has all these barriers around it because nobody likes him. Now, I will say Austin PD officers, for the most part, the ones that I've met and interacted with, are pretty decent dudes. But the leadership of Austin PD is terrible. And I don't really have much good to say about Houston PD. There are some good ones there. I've met a couple of them, but by and large, I'm not a fan of Houston PD. And this is what Art Acevedo is doing. So Miami, all I can say is good riddance to our chief, but you better start preparing now for the tyranny that is to come down there. And the way Miami votes, they're probably happy with this. I mean, hell, if the mayor can look at Art Acevedo's history and see that he's overseen. Okay, so just under 500,000. Thank you. Appreciate that, Zafarius. 478,251 or so. So yeah, just under 500,000. I knew I was close. I'm sorry, Miami. I mean, I'm not really sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, I guess. That's what I'm really sorry about. I'm sorry that I don't feel bad that we're losing Chief Acevedo, as opposed to when the city of Temple, when we lost our chief up here, that was actually a bad thing for Temple. He had really cleaned up our police department. And, I will praise a good shoot. When McAllen lost their police chief, there was a police chief that was accountable and that held his officers accountable, but not Acevedo. So there you go. There's Tyler, Texas PD robs the dead. I don't doubt that. Tyler's bad too, but yeah, I just wanted you guys to see that. I'm going to leave you with this again because I really want you to listen to what Acevedo does. And then when he's called on it, when he's called on his BS, when he's called to task about his failed policies, look how he responds to that. And this is how I'm going to end the video. I appreciate you guys hanging in there, but I could not let this pass.
Get ready for 500 murders.
Chief Art Acevedo admitting his strategy to combat homicides in Houston will result in another record year for killings.
Get ready for 500 murders, the rate this is going.
But it's under your watch.
Okay, it's under my watch, Mario. And I'll be gone and bring in the best chief in the country. Bring in any chief. I got a prediction.
But Miami says you're the best chief.
Mario, I'm done with you for the night. I'm done. Actually, I'm done with you for my lifetime. Thank God.
The chief in no mood to address tough questions regarding skyrocketing homicides.
I'm going to be gone. It's 500 murders. 500 murders. Hey, you guys, stay safe. Be free. I'm out of here.